So the excitement and hype for Nintendo's next generation system, or the Nintendo Switch 2, is only starting to increase more and more as everyone is just waiting for Nintendo to finally drop that reveal trailer and show us exactly what the Switch 2 is going to be like. And it seems like really from a lot of the rumors and leaks that we've heard about, especially if you've been following all of those, that we really already kind of have a good idea for what this system is going to be like in terms of its hardware. And today I wanted to focus on one aspect of it specifically, because if any of you guys have watched my videos where I've been talking about the Switch 2 hardware and the leaks and stuff about it, there's always been one thing that I'm always expressing how excited I am and why I think that this is just going to be so cool for the Nintendo Switch 2, and that is the rumor that it's going to be using Nvidia's DLSS technology. So I've mentioned in many videos how I'm excited for DLSS on the Switch 2, but I've never really kind of had like an in-depth discussion, really kind of going over into exactly why I'm looking forward to this feature so much, because this is really going to open up so many possibilities for the Nintendo Switch 2, and I'd honestly be as bold as to say is that this feature alone is going to save the entire Nintendo Switch 2 system for the entirety of its generation in terms of third-party support and just potential other features and things that are going to come in terms of Nintendo Switch games. And so to someone who might not be into tech and this type of stuff, might be looking at me and going like, why is this guy flipping out over 4 letters? Like, what is so hype about DLSS? So this is going to be that video where I'm going to go really in depth and explain exactly as to what DLSS is going to do and what it's going to be like for the Nintendo Switch 2. So firstly, what exactly is DLSS? Well, DLSS stands for Deep Learning Supersampling, which is basically a collection of AI-powered technologies that can improve the image quality in a video game. And this is a special technology that is owned by Nvidia, who helps Nintendo with developing the chips and components for the Nintendo Switch. They've already helped with the current Nintendo Switch, and they're also helping with the next generation Switch 2 as well. So in simple terms, DLSS can make a game run at low quality or low resolution, but then have the DLSS technology use AI upscaling to make the game look as if it's running in much higher quality or higher resolutions, even though it's actually still running at that low quality, and it looks really nice on higher quality displays. If any of you guys play your Nintendo Switch games on a large TV, I'm sure you've had that experience where you put a game on that TV and it just looks very kind of fuzzy and blown out when you look at it on like a large 75-inch TV or something, because the game itself is not running at a very high resolution, and so to have that game get stretched out on a large TV, it just looks very kind of fuzzy and it kind of looks like somebody smeared Vaseline all over the screen. This is what Nvidia's DLSS technology can fix, because even if the game itself is not running at the highest quality resolution or even in high resolution in general, the actual software itself of the upscaling is built into the hardware of the system itself, so that no matter what image is being outputted on your TV, the actual AI upscaling is going into effect to make it look sharper and clearer on your TV. And this type of AI upscaling technology is now starting to be used for everything that is coming out. PlayStation recently just announced the PlayStation 5 Pro, which is actually going to have their own version of AI upscaling as well, called PSSR, which stands for PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution. And that is essentially the same thing as DLSS, where a game can actually run at lower quality, but it looks like it's running in much higher quality and just looks way sharper and better on your TV. We've actually gotten some gameplay demos with the PlayStation 5 Pro, so I'm actually going to show you some of those on screen to kind of give you an idea for what this type of technology can do. So this is actually going to be one of those rare videos where I'm actually going to upload it in 4K, so you can actually head on over, if you're watching this on like a TV or a laptop, you can go over into your settings and actually change this to have the video into 4K to really kind of get the full effect of how much of a difference this type of stuff is going to make. So here is my personal game of the year, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, running on PlayStation 5 Pro using the PSSR upscaling, and if you've got this set to 4K on your laptop or your TV, you can notice for sure that this looks very nice and crisp and sharp when you're looking at this gameplay. Like, it actually looks like such a high quality game. But what if I told you this game itself right now is actually running at 1080p? Yeah, this is running at the maximum performance cap that we have right now on our current Nintendo Switch that we all have in our homes. Because our current Nintendo Switch, the maximum resolution that it can go up to is 1080p, and that's exactly what this game is running at right now. But you can see right here from this gameplay, it looks way better than 1080p. It looks so sharp and so clean, and it looks like an entire 4K game, but that's not actually what it's running at, and that is this AI upscaling going into full effect. And so now you can see what this type of technology is capable of and how useful it can be. And if you really think about it, Nintendo's own games aren't even really developed to be looking super hyper realistic or anything like that, which we typically see in PlayStation games. So I'm gonna have some gameplay here of some potential like Nintendo Switch games looking like how they would in 4K. And you can see here for a game like Mario or something like Zelda or Xenoblade, these types of games are just gonna look much sharper and clearer in terms of what we're seeing in terms of like the distance with like the mountains and the trees and the grass, and just these types of environments themselves are going to look so much better and sharper and clearer for this type of technology working with Nintendo Switch games. But also it's going to be so useful for third-party games, because how many times have we seen like third-party games come to the Nintendo Switch and they just look so fuzzy and low quality with low resolution? But now, even if the Switch 2 isn't powerful enough to get some of these really demanding games and they have to run in lower quality resolutions, the AI upscaling with the DLSS can go into effect to make those games look like they're running in 1080p, maybe even 4K, and no one's really going to be able to know that they're running in such poor quality resolution because they're going to look really sharp and nice on everyone's TV. Now there's actually a few of these AI upscaling technologies, so we got to see PSSR on the PlayStation 5 Pro, but there's also one from AMD called AMD FSR, which stands for AMD Fidelity Super Resolution, which is also similar in another AI upscaling program. But the craziest thing is Nvidia's DLSS has been around the longest and is still kind of considered like the industry leader when it comes to AI upscaling technology, as even the experts over at Digital Foundry have said that analyzing kind of the stuff that they've seen right now from their first look at PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution with PSSR on the PS5 Pro, they believe that PSSR is a little bit better than AMD's Fidelity Super Resolution with FSR, but it's still not quite to the level of Nvidia's DLSS, and Nvidia DLSS is what's going to be going into the Nintendo Switch 2 with their partnership with Nintendo. And because of that, I really feel like this is going to be even more tweaked, because it's going to be made specially for the Nintendo Switch 2 to take advantage of games specifically on that system. So I really feel like with Nvidia being kind of like the industry leader for something like this, we're really going to see kind of some impressive stuff with this technology on the Switch 2. Now DLSS also has the ability to do something known as frame generation, which is basically the ability to create like artificial extra frames to boost the frame rate and performance of a game from what it's supposed to be running at. So you can essentially have like a 30 FPS game look and run as if it's running in 60 FPS, and it still looks really fluid and really nice. But I don't know if Nintendo is really going to be using this technology, because I've heard it can be kind of hit or miss, and it really depends on how well the game is made for this type of technology, and sometimes it can affect like the input delay and stuff like that. So I don't know if Nintendo is going to be using this type of technology for their own games, but I felt like I should also mention it because it is something really cool that this technology can also do. But regardless, there you go guys, that is pretty much everything there is to say about this Nvidia DLSS technology and why I really feel like this is going to be a game changer to have on the Nintendo Switch 2, and why I'm super excited for this feature in general. And I really hope that now you can kind of get an idea for why I'm really looking forward to this and why I feel like it's such a big deal to have on the Nintendo Switch 2. So hopefully this video kind of helped you guys understand everything. And so yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, definitely be sure to click that like button and also subscribe to the channel, as well as I'm definitely gonna have some more videos talking about the Switch 2, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Comment down below and let me know what you guys think about this. Are you excited now for the Nvidia DLSS technology after watching this video? What do you guys think about everything? Definitely be sure to comment down below and let me know. But if you don't have anything to say about this, just comment your favorite emoji down below for some engagement. I would really appreciate it. Go follow me on Twitter at Aero so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord server as well. We've got a bunch of people in there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros and Nintendo, so definitely be sure to join that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.